Subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.
Donnie Houston. Donnie Houston.
Yeah, man, it's going down this Donnie Houston podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a special guest, man. I'm talking about a legend when you talking about Southern, when you talking about this line dance music that's been going crazy, this movement, you know what I mean? When you talking about just hit records, family reunions, man, I'm talking about weddings, any occasion, the man gonna be played to the end of time, man. He been putting it down since 2007 came out with a smash Cupid Shuffle and been killing it ever since, man. Do it with your boots, flex going crazy, man. Just doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm honored to have him here representing Lafayette. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's close to my heart. That's around my mom's area. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's going down. Cupid, what's up, man?
Man, it's good, man, bro. Excited to be on the platform, bro. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the podcast. So respect, man. I appreciate it, bro. And you know, it's always good to be able to come up here and talk about the details of this line dance stuff, man, because it's wild right now. It's the wild, wild west right now.
Everybody got a line dance.
It's the wild, wild west, bro. And you know, I definitely got some feelings about that. But
because you the self-proclaimed king of the line dance, right?
Well, honestly, bro, to be honest, I got handed that name from Casper. So before Casper passed away, you know, it was really me.
Now we gotta tell people who Casper is. This is
right.
It's time to get funky.
Right, Cha-Cha Slide, man. Who was one of the big originators, big DJ out of Chicago. And you know, he was going around doing his thing. And before he passed, you know, he told me to make sure that I stand on line dance because people laughing at it and take it for a joke. Cause, you know, they would just call him the Cha-Cha Slide man. So, man, when he passed away, my phone started ringing like crazy. Cause people thought I died.
No, they thinking you the...
Because nobody could, it was just line dance, like whatever. You know, everything is the Harlem Shuffle. Everything is the Cha-Cha Slide. And we out here trying to making different types of like line dances and stuff like that. So he was like, hey man, I want you to put it on your back. So that's kind of where it came from.
And when you say given to you, I mean, that's the person, bro. You talking what bigger line dances? You know, you talking about Cha-Cha Slide.
At that time,
who don't know the Cha-Cha Slide?
At that time, man, you know, and this is 2000 I mean, he passed away a few years ago, but it was, you know,
early in your run though.
Well, no, man, actually like right around COVID, man, he passed. And
no, I'm saying when he gave you the title and told you.
Oh no, not till like it was right before he passed. While he was alive,
he wanted it.
Ain't nothing. He wouldn't know no line dance king. And really, it was really just me, Casper, and Big Moochie was the three people who was making line dance music. You know what I'm saying? And we started doing our thing, man. And once he gave me that, man, I just started speaking on it and really started giving people the history about it. The difference between a line dance song and a song with a line dance to it. That's two totally different things, you know. And I just think that, you know, hip hop has derivatives. You got gangster, you got backpack rap, you got so much. So I feel like with the line dance music, everything just can't be a line dance song just because somebody put a line dance to it, you know? We trying to push for a kind of music. And that's what I'm hoping
That's
that
dedicated to the line dance, not just y'all like the song, we got a good tempo, we're gonna put a dance to it. No,
Right.
this is for that.
right, man, because we work hard for that, man. Between 2007 and today, man, ain't nobody was trying to hit no line dance music like talking about. So we want to kind of give it some definition. So that's why I'm glad to be on a platform like this, because it allows me to be able to explain to people the differences, the pros, the cons, what it is, and why we do what we do and how we do what we do in that line dance space.
So when we talking about line dances, I mean, everybody knows what it looks like. But explain that. What does that mean? Where does it come from? The origins of it, and just what an actual line dance is when you say line dance song.
So when you make a line dance song, it's specifically made with a line dance attached to it. Cha-cha slide, electric slide,
Cupid Shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle, those types of songs. They give you the directions. It's specifically made for that. A song like Tamia in the line dance world wouldn't be a line dance song, because that was a hit song long before that line dance came out. And truthfully, the dance is really a country line dance from a song called Come Dance With Me Line Dance that was made like a long time ago. But somebody in the hip hop community took that dance and put it to the Tamia song because it fit, and it caught a wave on the Instagram and YouTube, and then it blows up. So then we attach it to Tamia, but that's an old country line dance song that came out a long time ago. So it's things like that, or like the Wobble, which is a big song, but the original dance for Wobble is called the Nasty Girl Line Dance. That was put to the Wobble years later, and it caught on. And shout out to Colin Park, that's my boys and stuff. But when we make, me, Casper, Moochie, when we make these songs, that line dance being created while we in that studio too, and the choreography is being created at the same time. So that's the difference between a song with a line dance and a line dance song. Now you could jam both of them. It's all love, because we want everybody dancing. But there's a difference between that if we want to get into detail, especially how Casper them taught us how to make it. How we had to make Biker Shuffle, Cupid Shuffle, Love Slide, Do It With Your Boots On, Flex. That's all songs specifically made for y'all to dance. A lot of these other songs is optional. It's like hit records. They sound good. They're real big records, but somebody put one in the community and it caught on virally.
So has it become an issue with like songs like that becoming quote unquote bigger or perceived as bigger, like your Tamias and these songs? Has that become a conflict within y'all's community to say, man, we really doing this thing and we kind of getting overshadowed by this other stuff that ain't really what we do?
For the artists, honestly, man, I'm glad that these songs started blowing up, because I was one of the only ones kicking at the door, bro. And it took for other songs like that to really help push the door down for people to pay attention to that type of music. The biggest conflict I think that I see with that, though, is from the choreographers. Because if a song comes out and you create a dance, from a business side, how does that benefit you as the choreographer? Like if you got a song and the line dance blows it up, it was a cool song, but now you got these people dancing to it, and the person at home sits down and take their time to put the choreography behind the song. And then the artist blow up and make buku money and blow up. The choreographers stuck at home still working their job. And they're just as important to the song as the artist, as the producer. So a lot of the big stuff that's going on right now is the choreographers are kind of getting left out. You know what I'm saying? You got certain choreographers who say, I made this dance, I'm not part of this.
Like a boots
movement.
on the ground or something like that.
Stuff like that, yeah. Because I saw that was the latest one that was like really hit the fan. And, the choreographers are super important.
So as artists, y'all get with choreographers to put these things together, and then y'all go out and that's the whole movement. You get the song, you get the dance, you get everything. And
well, that's the big thing with line dance music is the line dance artists, we make our own dances up. So it's never been an issue. But now that people just running, making songs to everything,
I get exactly what you're saying
it's this
now.
big old mess of like, I made this dance to this song and it's blowing up.
And they took my dance and put it to this.
Or I had a dance like that looks similar to this dance and we put it together and it looks like mine and I do it better and this song blowing up and this person and the choreographers just chilling at their crib, going to work, punching the clock, doing what they do. And they were a very important part to the song. So I think that's where it is the Wild Wild West, because in the music business, everything is monetized. I mean, it's cool to do we cool, but it's a business.
Song going crazy like that, it's some money being made. People looking to get their...
Especially if the dance is
driving it.
Driving it, yeah. Yeah. So,
so when you do your song, you come up with your own dance and all that.
Yeah. I make my own choreography. Flex, Cupid Shuffle, Love Slide. I do all my own stuff. I back in the day, in the clubs, dancing all the time, bro. So, that's something that I really pride myself on, is making the right dance to go with the song. But so I've never really had them types of issues. But every time I open up the internet, it's something to that degree, and of course I don't know how to solve it, but I do know that when you're talking about intellectual property and you're talking about creating something, if you create something, somebody own it. So I think it's only a matter of time before people start copywriting choreography. And that's gonna be a whole different monster.
That's crazy. Okay, so let's go back to Let's go back to 2007. What's going on before 2007? Before you hit with the smash, man.
Dog, I'm gonna tell you. So I'm in Texas right now. So 2001, man, I was in the trap, bro. I was in Lafayette at the only recording studio that everybody was passing through, and I was young, man. So I was just in there, just hanging out, trying to jump on people's hooks. And man, DJ Screw last album, man, I'm on a song singing a hook called Mama Don't Cry For Me, featuring, rest in peace, Big Pokey. So I was in there. Then I started recording with...
Wait. How did you get on the Screw song, though?
So, T-Pop, the I-10 juggler, he from my hometown. That's one of my, grew up, and I was in the studio, and they were like, he sang. I was always in the studio playing the keyboard, singing. I used to sing in a singing group in the area. So they needed somebody to sing it, bro. I was just trying to get on, and I was fans of everybody, like all the Texas artists, dog. Super fan. So I'm in there just kind of fanned out. But they like, man, jump on the song. So I jump on that. Then later on, I started recording, and I did a big hook for Vicious. I'ma Get a Meal. I got a record called Get a Meal, and I was just in there. So I was just jumping on hooks all before 2006. And then right around 2005, I kind of discovered Southern Soul. So I had a song called Swing Around the Rosie. And for anybody who from the 337 area, they know about that song. So I just kind of jumped off into the swing out stuff because, I needed to make music that was in the clubs, because I ain't had no budget to be pushing no slow R&B jams. So I needed to be in somebody's club, doing my thing, performing, dancing, putting on to try to get noticed. So all before that, man, I was doing Southern Soul and singing hooks for anybody came through the studio. If they came through Lafayette, bro, I was trying to jump on the hook. So every time I'm not in the credits, because at the time I wasn't Cupid, but I was in there. So
were you going by Cupid back then?
Not really. Yeah, I was, but man, them boys was in the studio, bro, and
whatever they know you by, that's what they
man. I was just like, man, I'm in this. Look who I'm in the studio with. So that's what I was doing, man. Was just hanging out in them clubs, meeting people, getting my face out there, and just singing on anything I could, bro. And then right after Swing Around the Rosie started kind of getting big, and the Southern Soul thing started kind of getting big, I made Cupid Shuffle in 06.
So what was the thing that inspired you to do that?
Man, I was in Lake Charles, man, and I was watching people do the Mississippi Slide. And I was like, man, I want to try to do a song like that. But my thing was, a lot of people would pass through I-10 and hear songs on the radio and then take it to their hometown and either take the hook, take the cadence, take the melody, And then next thing you know, you hear your song on Billboard. So I named it Cupid Shuffle because I ain't want nobody to steal it. I was like, I ain't got no bread, so I'm gonna name it after myself because I'm pretty sure if this thing get popping, somebody gonna hear it, you know. And I made it August of 06, and man, that song was the biggest song in Louisiana by December 06. And January 3rd, 2007, I had like every record company you could think of calling. What's that song? What's that song? We want to sign you. We want to sign you. Atlantic, them jumped on the plane quick. So they got down to Lafayette, you know, did the deal. And next thing you know, man, I went from singing Cupid Shuffle in the juke joints to, man, in New York trying to figure my life out, bro.
You said this with Atlantic?
Yeah, I did my deal with Atlantic.
And so how much was the deal for as far as like how long was it? Like, was it structured around the song or structured around like album?
I mean, I said it before, man. So my deal was like, my lawyer was on some like, look, you can't take no big amount of money because this might be the only shot you get. This Atlantic, they the one hit wonder kings. You know what I'm saying? They'll run you through and run you out. So it was a one album deal. I didn't get a second single out of it, and I only took $50,000, and I spent half of that on a van. Cause back then, dog, I ain't gonna lie, a big goal for me, I would see Kiki
doing raps,
rap band, you know, a little over this van. So I wanted a van. So, but my partner, Mr. Fat, bro, you know, and that's who do all my beats, Mr. Fat, man. When I signed, I called him and I was like, bro, you know, what should I do? You know, I had no real like mentor of what to do. He was like, let's just keep our independent grind with a deal. So I was like, if we get a van, then we could slang these CDs, we could do, you know, move around, do what we do. So I took a little bit of money, man, because I didn't want to have to owe the label no kind of crazy money. I didn't know that, but I had a real good lawyer who helped me out. And he was like, no, you can't do that. So it allowed me to be able to recoup quick. And so once everything got good, then I was able to like really benefit and you know, and do well with Cupid Shuffle going forward. But the first amount, dog, you gotta think I had $400 in my bank account, man. I ain't man, they gave me $50,000.
It's up.
Couldn't tell me nothing, cuz I was out there, man. So, you know, man, it was a wild journey, bro, because people don't know. They assume they seen Cupid Shuffle and they just think, you know, but
everything is all good. How long were you able to go on that run with Atlantic and Cupid Shuffle?
Bro, it was number 2 years. And the problem with that was, so you got family in Louisiana. When I went to New York, them people ain't no Zydeco. And we talking,
that's so far from that. Yeah, you talking about some side. Yeah,
and you talking 2007. So at
ain't
that
no
time,
internet.
Ain't no internet. And if it ain't lyrics and hot, if it ain't yo spitting lyrics, son, they ain't care about that. So they didn't even know what category to put me in. Is he pop? Is he hip hop? Nah. Is he country? Nah. Is he urban AC? Is he singing or not? Nah. So I ain't really have no space for the industry geniuses to be.
So even with the radio, they don't even know where to place you on the radio.
They
so
ain't
you
know.
Still underground with a major deal.
They ain't know, bro. And I'm talking about they say what you're doing, trying to do some Zydeco. So they looking at me like, who's this random dude with this random song? He don't fit nowhere. So we gonna get everything we can out this song and roll him out. You know, and then while I was recording my album, they were sending me songs, pop songs by all these top producers that was under the label. And I'm like, man, y'all need to go and grab somebody from home so I can make some stuff that I know how to make. The pros in that was I was meeting new people, but the cons was when I signed to Atlantic, I lost all my fans because the label wouldn't allow me to make music that got me to that point. You know, the Southern soul stuff, the swing out, the dance stuff. They had me trying to make some, you know, pop stuff. So that ended quick because it was like, it's not working. Like, you not fitting the mold we think you should. And anything I wanted to do was like a problem. So they're like, nah, we ain't dealing with that.
Man, so okay. you do that run, and then what? I mean, at that point, you able to make money. You doing hella shows on at this time, though, right?
Bro, I could be super transparent. Like, I was doing shows, but I'm such a, and you could tell, like, I'm really like a real cool, down to earth person. Anybody who meet me could tell you, man, Cupid's super cool. I had one of the biggest records in Louisiana and was still charging promoters like
Back in the day prices.
Yeah, bro, because I ain't want to offend nobody. So all of the homeboy promoters was like, oh, we can grab him for a stack. We can grab him. I mean, I got peers getting 10. You know, they on Billboard. I was on 106 in Park, BET, all of that. But I didn't have I was too humble. My humility was whipping me. So I was out here just grabbing whatever, though. And then I had...
The label didn't set you up with a team to like handle that?
Nah, man. I had 2 dudes that we connected with that were managers that had no clue. They tried to connect me with this big agency in New York, but the agency was trying to hit them over the head with prices. And you got people calling from St. Martinville, Beaumont.
They ain't got that kind of money.
Right. And so I'm like, look, I can't afford.
Yeah, pricing me out of my market.
Yeah, so I'm grabbing that. And then at the same time, I'm on the road with 7 people that I'm paying all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming back home with $400-500 a show. And I'm talking about big shows. So I didn't have that guidance of nobody saying, hey, we gonna put a team together to help you maximize this or whatever. It was just like, you got a good song, figure it out. So I was making a little money, but it wasn't nothing that I should have been making, because at the time I was really like a homeboy could call me, hey man, my auntie got a birthday party Thursday. I got it. $500 and some chicken wings, and we're gonna feed you, and it's gonna be good, and we get you a hotel. And I'm like, I'm gonna go grab that $500. And I was killing myself, bro, smashing up my weekend. So for the first 2-3 years, bro, I was popular and I was popping, but I wasn't making no money at all.
Man, so when did you have to regroup after that and kind of figure out like, man, I let all this money go. Like now we back to kind of doing our independent thing.
I had to learn quick, bro. Like I had a big old fallout after I left the label, or after they dropped me. And then I did what I was supposed to do. I started making music for my people again. So that's when I made Do It With Your Boots On. I was like, you know what? They ain't want me to make no Zydeco music. They ain't want me to do no Southern Soul. So I got in the lab, me, Fat, Corey Broussard, Leon Chavez, and we came up with Do It With Your Boots On. And that revived me, bro. That revived me. That's when the trail ride scene was it was big, but it kind of started getting real big, and like the stepping struts and the big stuff at home. So with Boots kind of catapulted me, you know.
And that was what year? What, 20 what?
I was around 2012, man.
Yeah.
The homie Troy D, he had a radio station at home, and like he really stood on Boots, man. And we got that origin and that cranked up, and then once it got here, you know, and you know, if you in Louisiana and you get any record playing in Houston,
you good.
That's a big deal. So Boots kind of opened my eyes to just say to myself, man, screw everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do me. And I'm not worried about what no A&R tell me to do. I ain't worried about none of that, no charts, none of that. I'm going to just do the most countryest, craziest idea I got. Then I came back with the Cornbread and Green song. You know, that was an idea I had when I was at Atlantic. They was like, that's crazy.
They don't understand. Like
That's weed. Yeah. So, you know, once I got back to myself, bro, it's like it started building back. And then right around that time, Shuffle had got to like 2 or 3 times platinum. So that's when it was
independent with a triple platinum record, bro.
Yeah. That boy at 8 now.
What that feel like?
Dog, it's like right now, honestly, man, it's like, I feel like Cupid Shuffle is the biggest line dance song ever. If we talking about numbers, coverage, longevity, impact, and reason. Like, they play Cupid Shuffle during the elections and during Black Lives Matter and people fighting, and then they play Shuffle and everybody stop and have peace. So I feel like is the biggest one. And as humble as I am, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, but like maybe the past couple of, years watching everybody getting this line dance thing, I kind of be on more like, but more some like, man, yeah, like it's up and I can do them again and I can repeat history and I can create more and more and more. It's a beautiful feeling though, because again, like it's just, when you see all them people dancing like together and stuff like that, bro, it ain't no feeling like it, dog.
Man, I created this vibe right here.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see, dog.
Man, okay. How did you start coming up with Flex? Because that has been, it's still running like it just came out, bro. And I've been playing as a DJ. I've been playing that for a year or two at least.
Bro, it's a science to having a hit song and not burning it out. And I think that's one thing that I've been able to master.
The slow burn.
Right. Yeah. I think the industry taught me with Shuffle how to fast burn quick, because they went at it. But there's a strategy to taking these songs and making people live with them and becoming them. So with Flex, same thing, bro. It's COVID. I'm mad at the world. I'm sneaking doing shows in the country. They like, yo, we can only have 1,000 people. I don't care. I'm out there. So I go and I'm like, I'm gonna stick with the same formula for Cupid Shuffle. I ain't trying to put no lyrics about how good I could write. I ain't trying to rhyme them. I'm gonna put the coldest harmonies that I can. I'm gonna get with the same producer, Mr. Fat, on there, and I'm gonna just go ahead and just make a dance song. The industry like it or not, it don't matter, right? I start during that time. Now, you remember Shuffle comes out in 2006. We got CDs. Man, the emergence of TikTok. I'm sitting at home all day on TikTok and Instagram because it's COVID. So I'm like, wait a minute. So I can reach 500,000 people by clicking some buttons? Dog, I dropped Flex. I made a video in my backyard of me and my partners doing the dance. And we just started just hitting up people. They start hitting us back. We doing the dance. I'm reposting. They like, oh my God, Cupid reposting. And we just created this big old, we created like, I don't know if you remember this thing called Amway, where you had a person, he was doing like a business and then he would get 4 people to sell under him. And then them 4 would get 4 more. So we started that kind of stuff with all the instructors, where all my instructors, because I had like almost like 7,000 instructors on my email. We're like, look, we're going to just start the initiative to just start teaching them these dances. By 2022, which 2 years later, it hit Billboard. And people was like, it ain't got no lyrics. It's just slide to the right. But I kept it true to what I do. And then it popped up. It kind of dipped down a little bit. Man, it's like number 24 on Billboard right now again. And we in 2025, So it's just being true to what I do. I think, if I remade Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound, somebody gonna walk up to me and say, Q, how the line dance go? Because they expect that from me. So when I stayed true to myself and gave them something that was jamming, and then you created TikTok and Instagram, like that makes me low key unstoppable. Because I could wake up tomorrow and make a line dance up, and all
I gotta do is pick it up and it's a wrap.
My database so big that I just hit send on that email, and the Line Dance Nation is coming. So
I say the Line Dance Nation.
Yeah, they and bro, the aunties, shout out to all the aunties out there, shout out to all the instructors, the uncles. They do not play. Especially look, Houston, y'all know I got a family of line dancers in Houston so strong, bro. It's ridiculous. So, I just try to keep giving them fun stuff to do. I support them. I pop up to their events. I show them love. And they ride behind me, bro. Like they gonna make them DJs play it. They gonna make people play it because you ain't got this, you ain't got that. And when they play it, they out there spinning around in a circle doing what they do.
You gotta play Flex. You got to. Can you try? Because I'm gonna ask you to do this. Cut to his 2. What is this, camera 2? Cut to 2 on it. Can you do a little bit of Flex for me?
Yeah.
No, you good right here. You can do it right here. No, I'm saying you can do it right where you at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the slide to the right, slide to the left, Right foot, left foot, then turn. Right foot, left foot, then turn. Now flex. Come on, flex. Back it up, and turn to the left. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That flex your body. Yeah, dog.
That's the part I wanted you to do, because that's what I was going to say, bro. We was at that show together in Baytown.
Right.
And I'm backstage listening, and I said, man, this boy must have grew up in church or something singing like this, fam. Like, this ain't... You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in church singing?
Yeah, for sure.
I can tell.
Sure.
Like...
For sure.
I was like, I know it's line dancing, but I don't know if people really catching that this boy is really letting that mic have it right now, man.
You know what's wild about that, bro? At least once a week, I get a comment on a post that be like, I ain't know he could sing. And in my mind, I'd be like, man,
People so caught up in the dance.
Right,
When
right.
Flex came, and like you say, with them harmonies, I said, oh, nah, this boy going crazy on him.
man, thank you, dog. Like, that was, like, sonically, bro, I was like, man, I was so frustrated during COVID. I was like, I'm going to put something out that's just, man, I did like a 5-part harmony on there. I stacked them harmonies like probably 6 times.
On some Jodeci, like, that shit sound full, bro. Like,
Thank you, dog. And my bro, like I say, Mr. Fat, bro, if I'm Snoop, he Drake. Cause he did Shuffle, he did Boots, he did Flex, he did all of that. He was like, man, he went in there and mixed that. Whatever he mixed that, whatever program he used to mix Flex is different. Cause if you hear it in the club, it's like, you know, that is crazy. So yeah, we was able to put together another one. And that's big for me, Burger, because I fought the one-hit wonder thing for, 14 years? You know?
even with Do It With Your Boots.
You know, that's a Texas thing, a Louisiana thing, but to the industry, you know what I'm saying? They always, try to omit me some kind of way by, just Cupid Shuffle here, Cupid Shuffle there. Oh, yeah. He just got one song. Now I'm like, haha, got something for y'all ass. Nah, I got another one. And with Flex is big and it's Cupid, but for a little minute, I had to explain to people, the same person who made Cupid Shuffle is the same dude that made Flex. Cause it was so far apart.
Their range.
Right. People be like, yo, when I was in the 3rd grade, I was doing Cupid Shuffle and you like 20 something years old, right? And your kids doing Flex. So, it's been able to keep me in the game a long time, but same dude, bro.
That is crazy, man. What's next, man?
So as of recent, man, I just dropped I shot a video a couple of months ago here at the Red Rooster for this song I had called Pop That Fan, which ironically came out 2 days before Boots on the Ground. So people were like, rah, rah, rah. I was like, yeah, he got me. No, his came out 2 days before mine. So, the fan thing was big in the trail ride community, obviously, because it's hot outside.
And they really be out there popping them fans.
Yeah. At first it was just to fan you because, it's 80 degrees outside. And man, once they figured out how to make that thing into an instrument, cause they took over with it, man. So I did that one, and that one got got on top 40 Billboard, but now I got one called The Cookout. And with The Cookout, man, sometimes you hear people, that don't like line dances. You got to make them things jam sometimes. And I had never heard a line dance song that had that 808 where you could, if you're not line dancing, you still could, have that kind of jig kind of feel. So my partner Rodney sent me this beat, man, out of Monroe. And I came up with The Cookout. And then I added Paul Wall.
Come on, man.
And Bun B.
Come on, man.
Which, hey, I could say it on camera, dog. I'm a fan, dog. I've been jamming Paul Wall since Big Swingers.
Them two of the greatest. You talking about H-Town, Texas, bro. Them two of the greatest, man.
Yeah, man. And Bun, Bun has been a blessing, man. He allowed me to be on the rodeo with him a few years ago. He brought me out for the Louisiana section, which was, very a blessing. So he was like, let's do a record. And of course I called. I was like, hey, is it cool if I put Paul? I just want to make sure. And Paul was like, cool. So the day I hit Bun up about that, Paul Wall just randomly hit me up on like Instagram. He's like, hey, bro, we need to do a party record. I said, boy, look at God. So I was like, oh, that's what you need?
I thought you never asked.
What's your email? I sent it to him. He sent me the verse. And I'm like, bro, this couldn't have happened any better, man. So put them both on the record, man. Shot the video by the PJ Tucker spot. and the video doing real well, man, right now. But Cookout is gonna be the next flex because you can see online. Like I went from like 1,000 reels to like 3,600 reels to 5,000 reels. I'm like, oh, we spread now. And Cookout got that vibe. So
Yeah, you got a dance for that already now?
oh yeah. Rock your body this way. Kick your legs up like you Mary J.
You already know
Step
that is,
2
yeah.
times to the right. To the left, we could do it. Then I added that part. I put that run up. Let me see you cut up. And you know they get loose on that part. So, again, something with the dance to it, bro. But
And you make all these up yourself?
yeah, dog. Yeah. Because when you dancing, bro, the body can only go a certain direction. And I think if people, maybe it might just be something a gift or something. But some of these line dances don't even go with the symmetry of your body. Like it don't even work because it's too much. But if you figure out how to make people move in their natural movement, it's a wrap, man. And that Cookout, man, I'm giving you 4 bars to twerk and cut up and whatever. So they get loose. And again, I want to say, Bun B Paul Wall, thank y'all, dog, because that takes it to a whole different situation. Having 2 icons like that on the record. So and then for them to take a chance on being on that type of song, that's big for me, bro.
That's what's up, man. So Cookout, Flex, still going crazy. Cupid, finna go diamond, damn near. On the way to diamond. You say 8-time platinum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you on the way to diamond, bro.
Yeah,
You on the way to a diamond record,
that's
man.
crazy. That's crazy.
Man, so you got project shows. Where can everybody catch you at?
So man, my album is gonna be the first R&B line dance album ever created in life. Labor Day, it comes out, called Cupid the Line Dance King. It's all line dance records. I got a DJ Cool on there.
Ooh.
I got Mr. Talkbox. I got Chrisette Michelle, Bun Paul, Mr. Fat Level. So it's gonna be one of a kind, but it's gonna be specifically like we want a line dance with our family. Put that on. Back to
And
back.
just
to
let
back
it go
to back
top
to
to
back.
bottom.
Yeah, back to back to back. So, the first of its kind. And I'm just hoping, bro, that the industry, and again, platforms like this give people, I get left out of a lot of stuff, a lot of the bigger events and stuff. And I just feel like line dance music is some of the most important music in the world because at some point, unity is something that we all want. And I think that's the only music that you could just put on immediately.
And everybody's on one accord.
Right. But it just, it don't get that. So my fight and my, thing is to fight for that. And that be something that be recognized and that people, really appreciate it. And, and not just, the line dance, like I'm line danced out or too many finally, we ain't got, they taking the sections out the clubs. And finally, like I did a show in New Orleans last week and they took all the chairs out, like all of the seating. And I'm like, man, like to line dance. So I want to make an album that reflects that, but it's still jamming. It's not like some little corny little,
We forcing these dances and
right. Like even if you're not dancing, it's still jamming. So it's a super jamming project, man. And I'm excited about it, dog. You saw in Baytown. Like if anybody was in Baytown, you see what this thing really could be on a national scale. Because they danced from
the time you came out to the time you got off stage.
It was wild. They had people falling in the mud because it had just rained the day before. They get up, don't care. It was one of them type of vibes. So, I just want line dance to just be recognized and just shout out to, what I'm saying, people like yourself and like the DJs and everybody who like giving it a shot, Yeah,
no, I mean, we know, man, that's Texas culture, Southern culture, Louisiana, that's our thing, man. So, bro, when you making amazing records like that, Cupid Shuffle, that's gonna live forever. Flex live forever. Do it with your boots, that's gonna live forever. I'm sure, when you drop this record with Bun and Paul, that's gonna be another one that's just gonna live forever, man. So, thank you for these contributions. Because, like you said, man, it's the one type of music that gets everybody on one accord. It don't matter what you believe in. It don't matter how old you are. It don't matter where you're from. It don't matter none of that.
Right.
Them Cupid
Right.
records come on and everybody is on one accord. We all moving, we flexing, you know what I mean? All that. You know?
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to see, bro. But I'm excited, bro. It's a good time to be in line dance. That's for sure right now, dog.
What's up? Well, hey, man, I'm Donnie Houston, king of the line dance, Cupid. Hey, man, it's Donnie Houston Podcast, man. Oh, social media.
Official New Cupid on Instagram. Official New Cupid. And dog, I'm on Instagram like a truck driver on call. I'm on it all the time, man. So anybody want to chop it up, want to do business, is all good. I'm always on that, bro. So, Line Dance Nation, they represent not there. So it's all good.
That's what it is, man. Hey, man, we're up out of here.
Donnie Houston.
Ha 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 ha!